Well, hey guys, and welcome to another Ask ZAC. I'm so glad you could join me again. While you're thinking about it, go ahead and go down to the corner and subscribe. I really appreciate that. So today I want to talk about another one of my favorite pedals of all time, and it's the Boss Vibrato, the VB-2. So I became aware of this through John Jorgenson's work with the Desert Rose Band. So huge fan of John's. He is one of the nicest guys you'd ever want to meet. If he's ever playing in your city, you need to go see him. And if you're afraid, thinking, oh, should I go meet him? Yes, you should go meet him. You should go wait in line and get his autograph and talk to him, because he's one of the nicest guys on the planet. And he's one of the greatest guitar players in the world. He works hard at it, and oh my goodness. What an amazing player. What amazing musical ideas. So, yes, John Jorgenson. And if you want to know more about John, watch my True Tone Lounge interview with him. It was 4 parts. I know, we went completely, guitar nerd. We went down the rabbit hole, whatever you want to call it. But it's really fun. And he used my Boss Vibrato pedal at one point to demonstrate a classic Desert Rose Band piece that he used one of these on. And he didn't have one with him, but I of course did, and we put it on his board for that song. So, speaking of that song, it was a Desert Rose Band tune called He's Back and I'm Blue. And he played a Dan Electro 6-string bass, all wound strings, 2 lipstick tube pickups, single cutaway instrument through one of these into a Vox amp. And I loved the sound of it. And there were a couple other songs that he used this effect on also during the Desert Rose Band. And I loved it. So finally I tracked one of these down. Of course, it was in the 90s, and it wasn't really collectible at that point, so I paid $85. So then I foolishly sold it. And then I bought another one for $180. And then I gave it to a friend, which I'm glad I did that. But then I bought this one, and this one was, I think, around $250, $280 or something like that. So so hold me to this, guys. I'm not going to sell this. If I sell this, email me, tell me, comment, say, what are you, crazy? So, but as great as these pedals are, they have one major drawback, and that's hiss. So when they designed this pedal, their paramount concern seemed to be making it to where when the vibrato came on, so from bypass to on, they wanted the vibrato to be as smooth as possible, both in the what's called the latch mode, which kind of operates like a normal pedal, or the unlatch mode. And the unlatch mode is where it comes on when you press the pedal down, and as soon as you release it, the effect turns off. So, but to do that, they had to make the signal always go through the Bucket Brigade chips. And the price of that was hiss. So this is one of the noisiest Boss pedals. And because of that, they put a third mode on this mode switch that's called bypass. And you know what happens in bypass when you hit the switch? Nothing. That's right. They had to make a mode where it would stop hissing. So, so if you weren't going to use it for a couple of songs, you could get rid of the hiss by going into bypass mode. But of course, nothing happens when you hit the switch at all. So what a lot of guys have done is they've put these in true bypass loops, or they've put them in a switcher or something like that, and that's how they've addressed the issue. Well, a couple of years ago, Boss decided to make this new Waza Craft series. And at first I thought it was like, this is a bunch of marketing crap, they're not going to do anything cool, but I was wrong. The Waza Craft series has been great, and especially great is the Waza Craft Vibrato, which I'm playing through today. Now, why is this so great? Well, it's not from 1983 like my original is, but you know what? It does all the great things that this other one does, but it has, in the bypass mode, you can still turn it off and on, and it doesn't have the hiss. Well, when it's off. So you have the normal latch mode, which is just like this. You have the normal unlatch mode, which is just like the original. And then in the bypass mode, the switch still works. It just, the vibrato doesn't come on quite as smoothly, but it's smooth enough for anything most people would want to do. So I'm very impressed with this, and I have to give mega kudos to Boss for doing this, because now I can use this pedal, you know, with recording or in-ear monitors, where otherwise I would hear that hiss all the time. And I don't like having a big pedal board with a true bypass strip on there or something like that. And it just became a pedal I didn't use much unless it was recording, and I'd bring it in just for that thing. So, but now this is actually a real usable pedal, and I'm glad for it. So just to give a little more of what it, you know, kind of sounds like and what it can do, I'm going to put it in the unlatch mode. And I think when they designed this, I think this is what they were thinking. I think they were thinking of it kind of like a vibrato unit, like on a guitar, like a vibrato arm, where, you know, you'd play. And it's pretty neat for that. I mean, you know, it's like having a Bigsby on a Telecaster without destroying it. Okay, yes, I've already just, you know, thrown out one of my, you know, kind of pet peeves, and that's Bigsby's on Tellies. Tremolo, you know, vibratos don't belong on Telecasters. And if you need one, just get a Boss vibrato pedal. It's under $200 and you don't ruin the guitar. So anyway, as far as some other things that like Jorgenson used it for, well, actually this is something he didn't use it on, but I like to use it for, and it's this. That's cool. It's a neat effect to put on little parts. You know, it's neat to turn it off and on during a song and use it on parts that you want to kind of stick out more, because as soon as you put that on it, even if you've got multiple guitars going on, when you put vibrato on it, you hear it. I mean, and it doesn't like stick out like a sore thumb, but it definitely kind of, you know, puts it out there. So I love it. It's a great pedal. I'm so glad you know, Boss took the time to do that, and I highly recommend that you check it out. So I want to thank you again for watching. I hope again you'll subscribe. Buttons down there. Again, this is the Danocaster. I was using both pickups, and this is my 1965 Deluxe Reverb with a vintage 30 speaker, bright caps clipped. Oh, I also want to thank everyone that's been sending emails and commenting, and I'm blown away that I was able to get over 1,000 subscribers in like 30-40 days. That was amazing. So I just want to give a heartfelt thanks to everyone out there. So thank you so much. So thank you for watching, and I hope you will check it out again next week. Have a great week. Bye-bye.